So I will put this on my YouTube, and then I will sign you up on my YouTube, and then this lesson will be on my YouTube. So if you're absent, just so you know, it will pick up everything I'm saying and everything you're saying from here on out. Just so you know. Such a nice second period lesson. Alina sounds tired. All right, so that's a good thought though by Ashton. Maybe if they're in order, we should do median because it'll be easiest. That's true. It's actually a more complicated answer than that. You want to use median when there's something called an outlier. Anybody have an idea what an outlier is?
An outlier?
For example, let's say everybody in a neighborhood in Fairview Park, everybody's living in a neighborhood, right? And then Jeff Bezos moves in. Okay? So, I don't know. Let's say everybody makes, I'm just going to throw a number. Let's say everybody in that neighborhood is making $75,000 or whatever. I'm going to make it as a household. I don't know what you guys make. But I'm just going to say 75,000. So let's just say everybody makes 75,000. All right. I'm going to make it like a cul-de-sac. Let's just make it like 6 houses or something, right? What's the average right now? If I was to add all of that up and divide by 6, wouldn't it be 75,000? It's the average. If I was to find the median, wouldn't it be 75,000? But Jeff Bezos moved in, and he's worth billions. I don't know how much he's worth, but it's worth billions. How much is it?
5 billion.
I think it's more than that, though. I bet it's 300 billion.
Some of the big numbers now.
What is the net worth of Jeff Bezos?
300 billion is an integer. 300 billion is also a...
No, that's not what I want. What is the net worth of Jeff Bezos?
According to Forbes.com, Jeff Bezos' net worth is 108.6 billion.
All right, 108 billion, we'll say.
It said 300,000.
Let's see, that's...
Who's Jeff Bezos?
He owns, like, Amazon.
I thought this was a made-up person.
Yeah.
Apparently not. As he's asking.
Wait, what did it say? 15?
180. 100.8. Yes.
All right. Okay, now, if I was to add all this up, including him, and then divide by 7 now, it's going to be, oh, wow, the average person in this neighborhood is a billionaire. Is that actually accurate? No. This one guy made the average go up that much. But if we found the median, I cancel. That, my center would be 75,000. Would that be a better representation? Did I cancel out that big one? Yeah.
But what if there's
2 numbers in the middle? Then you add up those 2, and you average them. You find the middle of the 2. Like if let's say there's 2. Let's say you're crossing off, and you're left with 6 and 7. Well, what do you think the middle number would be? 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. That's what you do. Yeah. Okay. This has been up here for a while, and if it's not something you have, you can always copy off a neighbor, or you could catch it on YouTube. But I'm going to move on to examples. So hold on. I'm gonna do another example. What if we wanted to find the average middle schooler's age? Do you think that would be better using mean or median? Mean, because they're all kind of the same, right? You're all either 11, 12, 13, 14, so you're all about the same. But if I started throwing, let's say we open it up and people that are like 80 years old could come in. Let's say, they could come in and learn. Then maybe you want to use median to cancel that out. Okay. Mr. Garcia, do I have to write down all these numbers? Yes. And we're going to do Team A together. And Team B we're going to do separately. All right. Team A. What type of sport would be allowed where you could have a 14 14-year-old and a 9-year-old on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wrote team A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You just need team A and team B.
Huh?
Huh?
I've been on a team with all third graders.
What sport were you playing?
Basketball. It's the only fourth
Basketball?
Yes.
Brian?
Figure skating is like different.
Hmm?
Swim team.
Maybe swimming, Ashley?
Dance.
Oh, dancing. I can see that. Corey?
Figure skating.
Figure skating. Okay. All right. Please write down these numbers. 11, 9, 12, 14, 8, 7, 13, 15, 12, and 9. We're just going to focus on Team A for now. Okay. When I say I want to see your work, well, obviously I passed out calculators. I want to see what your sum is when you add all of them up. And I also want to see what you're dividing by. So we're going to go mean for Team A first. Since I said that's the more useful and... Okay. When you have it written down, I want you to add all of Team A up.
How many are on the first one? How many?
How many boxes?
Yeah.
How many players?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be 10. You're allowed to use calculator for this. That's why I hand them out to you. So I want to see, what is Team A all added up?
And all of a sudden she's like, she came over and I'm like, so.
Did she smile or
She was like, I'm like, it's my calculator. She goes, oh.
Teaching can be hard enough at times.
Miss Chamber, Paul had his calculator.
Lily,
in his
thank
pocket.
you for
Miss
raising your
Chambers
hand. What did
did.
you get? Okay, somebody second out 120.
I got 110.
You got- All right, so let's do here. You know, here's a trick. I'm just gonna pull out friendly numbers. 11 and 9 are friendly because those equal 20, right? Guess what? So does 12 and 8. That equals 20. There is 20 plus 20. Any other friendly numbers you see that go together? 7 and 13 equal 20. So now we're up to 60. Anything else? Or are we done? Well, we might be done for that part. But I know that 14 and 12 equals 26. So I'll add 26 there. What are we up to now?
86.
We're up to 86. Okay, I can add 15 to that. That's not that bad. 15, that's going to be 101. Is that right? And then 101 plus 9 is going to be 110. So I get 110 divided by 10 numbers.
It's funny because it looks like there's just a little wall next to the bottom.
11. So the average here is 11. All right, now for the median, I'm going to keep it in red. Do you guys want me to do median below mean, and then on the other side do the same thing for B? Is that good? All right, let's do median. All right, the way I remember median is median has a D in it, and so does middle. They both have D's. Hey, fiddle, fiddle. Median's in the middle. If that song helps you, then do that. But I'm gonna do something wrong, and I want you to tell me what I did wrong. All right, I'm gonna go left, right, because I saw somebody do this in map testing. Left, right. Oh, between 7 and 8, I'm gonna call it 7.5. What's wrong with that, Abby?
No.
Well, first you have to put them from like the lowest number to the highest number, and then you can do that.
Yeah, there's no point in finding the middle number if they're not in order. You gotta put them in order first. Otherwise, you're just kind of like, hopefully luck of the draw, they are in order, but most of the time they're not. Somebody that's real good at putting stuff in order, can you just read me in order so I could write them? All right, Abby, continue.
7,
Yeah.
8,
Okay.
9,
Yeah.
9, 11,
All right.
12,
12.
12,
All right.
13, 14, 15.
Okay. And you know what I always like to do after? I like to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did we get all 10 numbers?
Yeah. Mhm.
You'll be surprised how often you'll count them up and you'll have like 9 or 8 and you missed a couple. All right, so let's do that then. Now we can cross off. Watch this be 7.5 and I'll be like, oh my goodness. All right, big, small, big, small, big, small. Okay. Now this is just like what Ava was saying. We have 2 numbers in the middle. Sometimes you have to add them up and divide by 2. And sometimes it's kind of obvious. What's in between 11 and 12? 11.5. So the median is 11.5.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, it's record. It's gonna be recording the whole class.
Oh, this is fun.
Well, I did this last year. It's fine. It actually works out real good for kids that are absent.
YouTube, Mr. Christian is the best one.
I only have to record one per one lesson, and I pick a class. So since I just picked this class, it's fine. I should probably pick 9th period because that has like 7 or 8 kids, and they all sit in the front. And it's no, it has like it might have 11 kids in there. All right.
What's going on? 9th period?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a really small class.
It's a really small class. So it might be more.
In there.
All right, Team B. Do it on your own. Ms. Garcia, how do I show my work? All I want to see is what do they add up to, and then what are you dividing by? And I want to see put them in order and cross off. I will come check here in a moment.
Oh.
Okay, try Team B. Line them up in order first. That's what you want, or you can do them first. All I gotta do is add these in your calculator. You don't know. Divide by how many there are.
They might have a setting on that.
So you add them all up. And you divide it by 10. Oh, that 11? So you divide by 10. So 174. That's right, margins.
What? Oh, wait.
Yes. So, wait,
So you can do it one of 2 ways. You can add 15 and 18 and divide by 2, or you can figure out what's the number between there. So it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 16, 17. Yes. Yeah, that's your one.
That's me.
Put them in order.
You get 170 and you
We're doing team B.
Oh. Oh, it was 14.
try maybe
And then try to find the terminal numbers. So like I cross off on both sides.
Do the meeting.
When there's those two numbers.
what?
I'll help you. It'll take 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Yeah,
No, I think it's no. We leave at
keep the same thing. So, you want me to
like
read
they, and then we have to get to our next class. What time did we leave this last time?
So we got time.
Yeah, 10.
Hello.
Now you need to do your Okay, alright. Yeah, that's B. The blue highlighter is okay. Alright.
What is 9 plus 12 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15 plus 18 plus 19 plus 21 how many 4 plus 5? What is 9 plus 12 plus 4 plus 14 plus 18 plus 21 plus 24 plus 26.
What do I do after write down?
Oh yeah,
Start crossing off big, small, and try to find the
Like,
middle.
how many data points do you have? You have 10, right? What's the middle of 10? Half break 10 in half. So you get the middle.
There's too many people around me.
Oh boy, oh Gordon, oh boy. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs is smoking time. Yeah, Mr. Krabs is smoking time.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go over it.
Are you registered now?
Did you give her an answer?
Big, 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 big me.
Alright. Alright, mean. So if you had a calculator, so all you had to do is type it all in. What are all these numbers added up together going to give you?
170.
So you should have your work for this going to be 170 divided by how many numbers are there?
10.
Okay, this is going to equal
17.
17.
Okay, alright.
Alright, in putting them in order, Madison, rate them to me in order. What you get in order?
9, 12, 12, 14, 15, 18,
21, 24, 26. All right, let's check that out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got all 10? Yeah. So let's start crossing off. Small, big, small, big, small, big, small, big. All right, we're left with 2 numbers now. Okay. The last step. Well, you have to add them up and then divide by 2. So these 2, what is 15 plus 18 going to be? Brandon? 33. Divide by 2, and you get 16.5. That is the median. And now, actually, you can give it. Doesn't that look like that would be about the middle? Now, notice how these aren't always the same. Can they be the same? Sometimes, but no, they're not always going to be the same. Was there any outliers on the first one? Any numbers that were way bigger or smaller? No. Is there any outliers here? Yeah. 26 is iffy, but at least you know that if you had to say 1, it would be 26. So if I stopped here, we would have 15, 25. I'm at 2 options. Finish the lesson or give you SDL. We work Monday, Tuesday then. Alright, Tuesday, we're going to start with example 2. Alright, example 2. Do not throw away your notes. We're picking right back up at example 2.